What's up, guys? It is Shire. We are here to bring you a very special holiday edition of the Buds Fitness Cup Recap Show. We had another excellent cup. I say that every time, but every time's better. Here to break down the Leaf Cup for you guys. Going to talk about the team winners, get some highlights of individuals, how people did with that, some lowlights. Going to go over the LVPs, some other things. And then I'm going to introduce, we got some big stuff ahead of us for the Bell Cup. The Bell Cup, I'll talk about the new teams. We made a couple tweaks to the existing rules, and then we added a couple good rule changes that I'm excited to introduce. So, let's start off with looking at the Leaf Cup. Let's look back. So, we had, in terms of total honey by all the teams, we had the Honey Hounds pull off the champs as again. Oh, Honey Hounds. That was Shire, Cat, and Wagon. We had a big week, big cup. We were able to pull up 235 honey today, which was pretty similar to, I think, full three-man teams. Yeah, I mean, pretty damn close to what four-man teams were doing last cup. So great job by us. Just behind us, they were really giving us all for our money here. The Fighting Trees, Oz, Liz, Lil, and Woods. A bunch of great months, particularly that last week. Oz really killed it there. He got like 42 honey in the final week or something like that. So we made a nice push. Trionions, not bad. We had a little role change in between. We had Freck dropping out, and then my sister Amy stepped up. Great job by her. She did awesome in her first couple weeks. They came in at third place, and then the poor B-Leavers, Murph, Cheska. One of these times we're gonna get you a dub. They came on the bottom, way behind, but all good. We're moving ahead. In terms of highlights on the individuals, top honey overall, Shire, me again. New record for total honey, almost 150 honey, up a little bit from the record I set last cup. Mitch, Mr. Consistent, 111 honey, 111.2 last cup, 111 on the dot last cup, 111.2 this cup. Pretty damn good. Dab, Nolio, Lil with another strong, Lil with a great week, 75 honey or 74 honey. That's really damn good. And then we go down from there. Cheese, once again, very consistent. Cad, keep growing even better. Cad's off to a great start with the. Oh, I'm supposed to make fun of Cad, everyone. I'm gonna switch things up. New year coming up in this cup. Cad, nice job, great start on the bike miles. I think you're winning distance honey right now. All right, I got to speed up through this. Okay. Top Shups, Mitch is just on fire with Shups. He's the Shup king, back-to-back cups, so he's doing really well there. Ricky can't be touched on the squats. Wagon was trying to push you that last week, steal the top from you, and he couldn't quite get it done. Tough to beat. Miles, understandably, Miles dropped a little bit with it getting colder. I still snuck by top Miles by just a little bit there. Bike miles, this should be already a huge category this upcoming cup. Woods, this is good Buds achievement to grab here. Top bike miles for the cup, so we're marking that baby down. And then core time. Ricky takes her title back, 142. I think probably her best cup yet in terms of total core time. So she's doing great. She's a force to be reckoned with. I expect her to have some big honey numbers coming up in this next cup. I promised you guys lowlights. Well, I'll go over the LVPs. I didn't go over the team LVPs. So, especially because we're doing a little bit differently, I'm going to try to draw more attention to them, I guess. So, in terms of who won and lost LVPs, tough week for the B-Leavers, as we expected. They came in last. The first two, I think we had a 0 from Captain Nolio. That's a tough break for them. With the new move coming in, he was slowed down a little bit. Cheese and Durf, Nolio, B-Leavers week 1. Cheese, Durf, and Nolio, Believers 2. Trionion snuck one there in the middle, week 3 LVPs. And then Cheese, Durf, and Nolio couldn't pull it off in the end. I was talking to Durf, who said he was making a push to try to jump ahead of Trionion, and then he saw my girl Ames typing in some squats or something. She was at it, so she scared him off. So I love that. I was very, very proud of her when I heard that. So that was great. All right, moving on to the Leaf Cup. In terms of, make sure you guys get your collections. There's a couple more of you guys that still owe me some money. We're gonna have $40 to split between the winners here, the Honey Hounds. So me, Chuck, and Cad will each get $40 to split. But mine's going somewhere else. We'll get to that later. Okay, Bell Cup teams. So the next cup we're going to do is the Bell Cup. Supposedly that's a cup, so we're doing it. In terms of teams, I've put them on the sheet. We didn't do a draft this time. To be honest, we were trying to stack it against me a little bit. I ran these by a couple people. Tried to do a little social engineering in terms of putting people that I thought would have a good time grouping together. I like the small group text. Mika and Chuck had a great time, and I know a couple of the other guys said he had good group chats going. So that's good stuff. So starting out, my team, the Pollen Pounders, Shire, Durf, and Jux. So we're gonna hope and get those guys back engaged. Especially when we got some swim time coming in, so I'm hoping that gets Jux a little bit motivated to maybe do some other stuff too. Durf and I have already been doing a great job biking. We've been getting on the stationary bike. We'll play some Mario Kart, stuff like that, so it's been really fun. Next up is the Beekeepers, already a great start. Shades of the Honeyhounds here. This is Cad and Wagon, but with Dab as the leader there. So he's already got 17 honey this week. Man, he's doing great. Next, love this name, the Beyonces. We've got Lil, Ricky, we've got Francesca, Cheese, and Nolio. So we got them together. I think hopefully we get a good rehab week or a good rehab cup from Nolio. I know he's got his stationary bike back going again. So hopefully he gets going and we get some honey back then. That should be a strong team. I think that's going to be a strong team, especially because we got a squat buff that I'm going to talk about coming up. The final team, I haven't been able to get a team name from them yet for the video. But if you know any of these lovely people, these are three people that I love dearly. But I've named them Running Behind because they sometimes run behind each of them. So, but Oz, Ames, and Woods, they round off our final team. So we should have a great competition so far. I mean, we're neck and neck already. So it should be a good cup. In terms of rule changes, important things to go over. A couple tweaks. Squats. We had our lowest cup ever for squats. And we also added pull-ups, which the girls tend to do more squats. The guys are doing more pull-ups. So we're going to buff the squats a little bit. Instead of 200 for one honey, we're going to buff it down to 150 for one honey. So that's a pretty big buff. So that should make those squats worth it a little bit more. I've already started to do a couple more, so that's good. The 50-50 honey bonus, for those of you who don't know about this or just need to be reminded with this, if you do your 50, your Joseph Gordon-Levitt, your 50-50, that's 50 push-ups and 50 squats in the same day. If you do that 5 days in a week, then we're going to give you, and it used to be a half a bonus honey, we're going to give you a full extra honey if you do that, just that daily bonus 5 times a week. If you do it all 7 times a week, then we'll bump that up to 1.5 honey. So we'll keep that a little escalating as well. So, we used to cap it at 15. We'll bring it all the way up to people who are getting 20 honey a week. So I'm trying to get more people along, trying to get more just daily stuff. Just do a little bit every day, and it really adds up. It really adds up for sure. Next thing, rule changes. Elliptical. So we have a new category this one. It's elliptical / swimming time. So we had a elliptical time in with the bike miles earlier, where you had to go 3 miles to get one, which we didn't. I mean, I've talked about this for a lot with a bunch of different people. We're gonna cut it down to, instead of having to do 3 miles, we have its own separate category for elliptical. That if you elliptical for 20 minutes, then we'll count that as 1 honey. Additionally, Jux won't leave me alone about his damn swimming honey. So we're gonna put that all in the same category. We're gonna call that the same as well for 20 minutes. For active swimming honey. This isn't chilling on your surfboard, Jux. This is active swimming honey. So he cuts off a little bit of his total time out there, and then we get a good number for him. So excited for that to come into the mix. Couple other changes. The weekly awards. As you guys know, we compete for top shups, top distance, top squats, just each week by week, and that's worth an extra half bonus point of honey if you win either of those categories. And we are going to tweak one, so the top distance, instead of it being just whoever does the most miles, it's going to be whoever gets the top distance for the most honey from the distance ones. So if you guys have noticed lately, I have a whole column that is essentially taking your run miles, your bike miles, your hike miles, turning them all together. I think I put elliptical and swim miles in there too. I might have put that in there, and that gives you how much honey you're earning from those different categories. So whoever has the most distance, right, which is Cad right now, because Cad has 25 bike miles already. So whoever has the most honey from the distance stuff wins that category. I also added top pull-ups. So whoever has the most pull-ups is going to get a half a point. And then just overall top honey. So whoever is the top honey scorer of that week also gets a half bonus point. This was, I don't ask for much. I lost last cup, the last week. I had 46.9 honey, and I didn't win any of the damn categories. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, I have the most honey. That should be a honey, or that should be a category, a bonus category. So we're doing that. So we're adding that one in, just an extra half point to whoever wins it. But which sometimes other people win it besides me. So that's another way to kind of keep them moving. Next, oh my god, I didn't put the coolest thing on the notes. Bummer. Okay. All right. Did all those. Next, honey for blood. Okay, so we haven't done anything good for the peeps and since the honey run. So I'm adding a new rule going forward from now on. If you want to go and give blood to the American Blood Association, American Red Cross, you can take the day off from exercises, obviously, because you should, and collect 5 bonus honey for yourself. So something good that we can do. They always need blood. If you're on any of their mailing lists, you know that they always need blood. This isn't like, hey, I got to get some work done, let me get some honey for it. This is like you're going to do a good thing, and we'll give you some honey for it as well. So if that happens, send a picture or something like that, and that'll be cool. Extra way for us to do some good, which we love. Oh my god, this is getting really long. LVPs. This is the cool thing that I want to say. Okay, so LVPs. When your team finishes last on the week in honey, we know that there's the $1 to $5 donations. Everybody's been doing $5 donations, which is great. I want to change that up a little. I want to spice that a little bit up a little bit. So in theme with Mario Kart, I have created a blue shell wheel that when your team or if you're on the team that collects the least honey in a week, then you are going to get to spin, well, I'll spin it for you. Spin the honey challenge blue shell wheel. Woo! So what this thing is it is just a bunch of, it's a bunch of the exercises that we already do, and it's broken up into 2 categories. There's group gathers, and they're all goals for different exercises to do throughout the week. And if you achieve these goals, then we're going to give you some extra bonus honey in a way to kind of catch the teams that fall behind. Try to give you guys special achievements that you can hit, so that way you can get some bonus honey. Maybe get yourself back into the mix if you fall behind that first cup or 2. So there's group gathers, and then there's also a couple honey heroes. So the group gathers are group terms. So if my team finished LVP, we could get the group gather 1,000 shups, so we have to do 1,000 push-ups together as a team. Or there's one for 50 minutes of coordinate between a team. I looked back at the cup, and these were solid weeks in terms of being able to pace with the rest of the team. So one person might have to do a little bit more, a little bit less, but to me they're all doable. And then the other categories are honey heroes. So these are individuals. So this can just be accomplished by one person in your group, and they're your honey hero, and they can win you honey for the whole crew. So a honey hero here is a 500 squat day. So if you do 500 squats, I'll count that later. No, I'm not. If you do 500 squats in a day, then you'll earn 1 bonus honey for everybody else on your team, which is great. There's one that's a 2-pointer that's 25 honey in the whole week. So if you get one person on your team to bust their ass and get 25 honey, then they can get 2 more honey for the whole rest of the crew. So good stuff. One caveat with this is I'm only going to spin this wheel and give you guys your challenge once all you guys get your LVP donations into me. So I don't want, it's annoying to have to get you guys all to do whatever. It's just $5. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So if you team wins LVP, I'll try to remind everybody on Monday when it happens. Get those donations into me, so that way I can spin and give you a challenge, so that way you guys know what to work. Okay, I have one other thing, but I'm gonna break it off and do it in another video because this one's already 15 minutes long. So we'll have we're gonna do a little prize giveaway. We're gonna do a little prize giveaway later in the week. So happy holidays, everybody. Hope you get to see some family in some sort of way. I know it's crazy times, but keep exercising, keep getting that honey. Good job.